Right. So, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? So, got finished eating, trying to set some stuff up. Um, wasn't exactly like, I don't know, sort of stuff I have to work out with the stream and everything, but yeah, gonna have some fun, just had some food. Um, that was brought home from my dad's job. It was like um, shrimp and some saucy pasta. It was like a garlic pasta. Okay. Got some melted cheese on it. I'm not really sure what it was. It was good. Good. Probably should have refilled my water before I started. That's awkward. Yeah, so the plan today is to just down a little bit. The plan today is to play some Overwatch. Give that a try, see how it works for me. Um make some cool plays. I make a fool of myself because I haven't played this game in like over a year. And I've only ever achieved bronze rank. Played like 3 games in Bronze League. And then just went on to do other things, so hopefully y'all are having a marvelous day. Also, let me check something here. Settings. Should probably check this before I went live, but it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Check. Don't mind me. So we'll go there, we'll go here. I'm trying to figure something here. I'm an idiot, so it's gonna take me a minute. Okay, let's see if I can not be dumb for a second and figure out what I'm trying to do here. I don't think I have to worry about it then, because I'm not seeing the option here. Or I'm just blind, which is a possibility. I'm pretty old. That doesn't help me at all. um, not what I want. Ah, I mean, it pulls out of that. Where did I just go? So confused. Um, this one. Sign in. Oh no. What? Oh. So I'm missing it then. What? This maybe? I think so. Um, maybe? Let's do. An hour. Okay, so it is off. Okay. Okay, we're good. Hey, how's it going? I'm just blind to settings that was already there and not active or active. How are you? It has been a while. How are you doing? I also haven't streamed in like 2 years, so I decided to pick it back up. Got some new equipment. Yeah, tired. You still you still teaching and stuff? Ooh, love to see that. It's awesome. I don't work in a restaurant anymore, so I work at home for Monday. It's I've been there for 3 years now, so it's been all right. But kind of hate working at home. That one greasy burger. That's America for you. We got the greasy burgers. God, that place was a mess. I'm so glad I left that place. You're welcome. I've also tried switching to healthier food myself. Also, I don't work in the restaurant industry as much anymore because a lot of crap. Oh, it's just good. We're we're still together. It's been 4 years. part's empty. What am I drinking? Drinking air. Thanks. What about you? You found anyone yet? Hey, if you still have my number, I don't know if you still have my number. I think I still have your number saved in my phone, so you're more than welcome to keep me updated with that. Yeah, I'll text you. Like, actually, I'll send you my number now. But you switch phones a lot. Was it like these are people had to switch your numbers? I guess that what when numbers be phones makes sense. But yeah, I am going to embarrass myself playing Overwatch. 3 months in pure Wi-Fi is crazy. Catch these Hans, yep. Um, oh, that's what I should have. Nah, I'll stick with him. Um, let me see here. Gotta make sure everything's situated there. Okay, if I do this, is it going to work? Maybe. Ah, it does work. Perfect. Don't know where I'm gonna put my webcam yet because I haven't streamed Overwatch before, so trial and error. Also, yeah, I'm trying out the new season. I'll probably go to Marvel Rivals because I have that downloaded as well. I haven't played Overwatch in a year. When I hit bronze, played 3 games and then stopped. And yeah, so I gotta do my placement matches still for the season. Ooh. Okay. I'm probably gonna do a couple quick plays first because I haven't played this game in over a year. And I don't know who's good anymore. My main was Orisa. But I know that character got nerfed at least once throughout in the last year. Um then I'll do my placement matches. Unranked, play role queue. Um Support. Probably do Zenyatta first. Because that's who I've used the most in support role. Actually, let me change the character, I think. And we will see how it goes. See. I need to make sure I have press this talk on the game because I don't want to just bother people with my voice. Social voice chat. Push. Okay, it's push to talk. Is it plus by default? Should talk it's G. I think I could do G. He's pretty close. Yeah. Works for me. Okay. Me. No. Okay, one thing I gotta change. For some reason it doesn't let me. Oops. Thing. I need to change my category and title. And layer. So Overwatch is the game I am playing. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now we play. Bit times the charm. I forgot to. Screw it. I'm gonna play dehydrated. It's fine. If I miserably fail, I'll just blame it on the lack of water. Uh, uh, sure. Numbani. Okay. I'm fine with that. I don't have a choice, but I'm fine with it. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do Zenyatta. Do I have another skin? Oh, the classic Overwatch skin. Eventually, I'll probably try the new heroes out. I'll probably want to try the new support. Happy is for the heal, E is for the Discord. Not that Discord app, but the Discord ability. Alright, this is gonna go one of two ways. Actually gonna go one of one way. Oh my god, I'm rusty as all heck. Yeah, got a kill though. So you know what? Got a kill, got an assist before I died. I'll take that. Forgot how gung-ho everyone is in quick play games. Cool. I'm having fun. Having some fun. I now remember why I started playing this game. I'm gonna be. I think my brand is gonna be the blame everyone but me guy. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the "it's not my fault" guy. Ooh, you're a healer for the healer. You're a doctor for the doctor. Intruder. Well, someone up the game. Someone rage quitted a quick play game. Imagine. Let me make sure. Left click, protect a weapon. Oh, okay. Oh, it's right. The charge thing. Oh, got this Zenyatta has the charge thing. Got him. Got him. God. No one wants to hear that. Tranquility. Okay. Okay. You know what? We take those, I think. Ah, healer. No, they're almost here. I'm coming, guys. Oh wow, I actually got that kill. Kind of crazy. Kind of impressive, but guys, I'm kind of stuck. I can't believe I'm losing to someone whose name is Thix. Two C's. What have I become? Nice assist. Nice. I'm back of the century. Ooh, nice. Right, 5-player kill streak. Holy. Nice. That was huge. That was a big play. And player kill streak. Let's go. Come on. Nice. Team kill. Are we actually gonna win? Do we have a rough start to this too? Dang it. Man, 19 kills and 20 assists as a healer. I have the second most kills on my team. Granted, Zenyatta can kind of cook, not gonna lie. I'm just playing against scrubs. This is just a quick play game after all. Guys, don't die. Nice. The guy is running like a little. They're trying to hit us from all angles. See, that's. You think that'd be a good idea? Oop, I should have used my ultimate there. It's fine. We're in overtime. We just need to wipe them out. Let's go. Victory. Um, I no lie, thought I was gonna get play of the game there because I had a pretty good streak for a second. Endorsement received. Nice. Continue. Reach battle pass tier 2. Don't know what that means. I kind of do, but campaign from the battle pass. Play a couple free play game, quick play games, and then I'll do some. Do a some of my qualifiers placement matches. Okay, let's do it. Let us do it. First name is Deadly Puppy. Please be patient. I'm learning. Does this look like a doctor's office? Say no doctor's office. Ain't no one being patient here. Four, 3, 2, 1. Nice. If someone's gonna make a push. I tried healing him, but he died too quickly. Well, sir or ma'am, fair play. No, guys, don't die. I can't see the guy to heal him. I'm not too familiar with this map, fortunately. Maybe I should get the upper ground and oh wow, that's unfortunate timing. Literally ran into that. I'm trying to get you guys to heal, but you guys are so far away. That's not gonna work for me. Nice, I got the assist there. Dang it. Come on. Put it down. Nice. Help me, team. We try to go for it. Almost had him there. Hold him down, guys. I'm coming. Probably doesn't make a difference, but I'm coming. Wait, are we actually... Probably shouldn't have done that. Nice. Push him back, guys. Just keep pushing him back. Love to see it. You just gotta get your bearings, you know? Have a rough start, and then do good stuff. Have a not rough start. One behind us? Nice. Trapped. I literally walked on top of a bear trap. Not even a bear. What the heck? This person probably shouldn't have just jumped in there like that. Was a pretty good pop with the ult, though. And I died. That was a crazy maneuver. I got trapped, and I couldn't move and avoid it. Select a perk. Not against let's look at enemies with Discord orb. Yeah, let's do that. Perk equipped. Forgot about the perks. That's new to me. Nice. Right. I'm just literally shooting anywhere at this point. Good job, team. Was that 13-5? Okay. We got to play the game. Deadly Puppy. Endorsement received. I'll endorse some players. Bam. Guess you're the only one that gets an endorsement. Continue. It'll be one more quick play game, and then I will join the placements. Kind of want to try the new support hero though. This person. See how they feel. I'm feeling this Zenyatta a lot, but gotta have my options. Continue. Oh, it's already mid game. Okay. How does this work? Binding chain, left the those roughly deals damage. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Characters didn't get time getting used to. That's okay. We learn what we do here. Anyone creation, and then we blind chain increase damage dealt to them. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Okay. Got killed by a Zenyatta. How fitting was that? Let's do the additional bounce as well. That's cool. So they were, I thought the perks was like permanent for the character, but every game you get to choose your perk as you level up. Okay, my team's dead, so I'm gonna not walk over there on my own. As they just walked up to me. Okay, you know what? I didn't play the whole game, so it's fine. Not my fault. I joined halfway through. They were already losing. It was a terrible play of the game, by the way. I'm just gonna say it. I'll do one more quick play because that wasn't a full game. Busan, sure. Like Train to Busan. Wow. No one on the team wanted that map. Rigged. Okay, someone else chose that character. It's fine. This goes in Yada. Whatever I want to play it anyway. No, that's fine. Kitty. Come here, kitty. Come on. Come here, kitty. No, well, screw you too. Oh. I gotta get re-familiar with these maps. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my god. Ooh, he switched off Mizuki, so I could go Mizuki if I want. Come on. Come on out, you little female anatomy. Ah, almost. Almost got my arch nemesis, the freaking Tracer. Or Sombra, I mean, not Tracer. Ooh, my whole team just died. I'm not gonna go on without them. Hey, for some reason it wasn't letting me do my field ball thing. Oh my god, they are wiping the floor with us right now. I died by the jetpack cat. This person doesn't know what support they want to play as. I walked right into that. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's okay. Didn't miss much. Just dying a lot. It's fine. And my team is dead. I'm gonna stand back a little bit. One team. And they got me from the back, which is not a euphemism for anything. You have probably not seen this before, but well, maybe that one time when I was at the gaming place, and your mom was in the hospital, and I was playing this over there. I think I haven't played it in like a year. I'm dead. It's oof, rough. Should probably select a perk. There we go. And I'm hacked. Oh my goodness. And I'm dead. Good thing this is a quick play game. Oh, hello. No. I'm trying to get to my team to heal them, but all their all the enemy team has like people that are really good at getting behind us. Let's try. It wasn't my best performance. Heroes. You what did I knock with you? Oh, a spray? Are you a cat? Okay. Let's conquest mode. Sure. I'll do Talon or Overwatch. Overwatch is cat. The Talon's winning. I'm going for the underdogs. I want the cat. I'm going for the cat. This means. So I have to complete these challenges. This game has changed so much. Let's see. Okay. What was I doing again? Settings. Hotkeys. I need to set some of my hotkeys here. I think that works. Oh, there we go. Okay. Play. I'll do another quick play game, competitive. Anyway, Mizuki. Now let's do placement, support. And I'm gonna get laughed at by everybody and call it a scrub and get banned or reported because I'm not a good player and be a good time. Good time. I do random. Guess I'll do this one because that's what my teammates voting for. Wow. I prefer Mizuki. But I think oh actually this is they do bans now. Who do I ban here? Oh, you know who I banned? Sombra. I should have chose three other bands. Three other. Okay. Mercy, Sombra, Tracer, and Jetpack Cat are banned. Okay. First placement game. Can't wait to get yelled at by my teammates because they are tryhards. What does that do again? Leap forward, leap on a paper doll, reactivate, return, and gain increased movement speed while active. Nice, nice. Okay, so far so good. Huge, huge. Okay. You figured out a solution to the phone? What was the solution? What kind of brainiac scheme did you come up with for that phone of yours? Was it trash it and get an Android? Switch to your tablet. It wasn't so much a solution with your phone, it was just not use the phone. So I was kind of right. You just, just trash the phone. I don't like how far up my team decided to go. But it's fine. And I died. Person named I love Penguin. We all love penguins. Uh, I forgot I have the freaking chain of death. Oh, I'm so far back. Oh yeah. You advanced that payload. Those were rough. Go around, but it's fine. Oof. We're gonna wait till an ult because I didn't. Nice, nice. Okay, round one complete. Okay, I'm gonna keep my same character. I was doing decent with it. I think my team hasn't yelled at me. You think if Grayson ate your phone, Grayson would know, or Grayson just swallow it whole? And follow-up question: if Grayson swallowed it whole, would you be able to call it and it would ring in his belly? These are important questions. Dang, that's from the back. New research generation increased by 25%. Yeah. Lag. Okay. That's like saying your dog ate your homework. Dang. It's too far away from my heel. Let's try to, but he realized it was too hard for his liking, so he just like the back swipe. Enough of this allowed to make a decent clone of him. Why are you trying to make a clone of him? He's big enough. One of him is enough. You don't need two of him. Wow. Okay, we can still stop it. We can still stop it. Nice. That was a little risky. Probably shouldn't have just jumped in like that. You can see. What's what I need that much of a slide for? Not to make another one of him. So you could see what we would go through with this attitude. Or they would just take gang up on us. They would start a massive army and take us out one by one. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So they would be too, yeah, they would be too busy trying to outgrace each other. I mean outgracing each other. Hey, we won. I can't say globally GG, but whatever. Well, my first placement game wasn't a bad showing either. 14 eliminations, 5 deaths, 23 assists, 9k healing. You take that. I did what a healer is supposed to do. Wins Grand 3 progress, losses Grand 1. If I can win like all 10, I'm proud. Maybe they push me above bronze. Bunny hopping backwards till he's sitting on whoever he wants, even though he's told not to. Oh, babe, look. So they added 5 new characters to this game. Look what character they added. Jetpack cat. This cat has a jetpack. Isn't it adorable? I don't even know what this character does. Mid-range projectile spread that heals allies and damages enemies. Okay. Projectiles. Oh, the puns. We got the cat napper. Dive towards a ground location, knock down enemies, and tethering the nearest one to you. We got the frenetic flight, accelerating your movement direction, fuel recovery slower while carrying another player. Lifeline. I'll go into transport mode, allowing an ally to be towed, increase movement speed and heals your ally. Pulse an area healed increases in frequency over time, knock back nearby enemies while activated. Interesting. You can gain. You can gain access ultimate charge, which carries over increased ultimate ability. This character kind of seems complicated though. As much as I really want to use this cat, oh, he's swatting at something. It's so far in bronze 5. So far I'm being placed in bronze 5, but we can do better. Bronze 3 would be like I think hates that mom put the curtain up and you can't enjoy his unauthorized and unlimited access to me and he barks every time he looks at it. That's funny. I mean, the cage was doing that too. Also, does Grace not know he can just walk through the curtain? Does Grace not develop the wherewithal? Move to a map. Uh, Everyone wants Route 66. Holy. Doesn't like the extra effort he has to give. What effort? That dude, he's like he's like a 2,000 pounds. He can just like, if he really wanted to, he can push down the cage. I'm 100% always banning Sombra. I can't. Sombra's the most annoying character in this game. And then we'll also ban what don't like Reaper, and I don't like Junkrat. I guess I'm not gonna ban Junkrat. Is Sombra, Vendetta, Jetpack Cat, Dog. Everyone's banning Jetpack Cat. Is the cat that good? He just drags where he wants to, and then he has to also figure out how to unlock it. Wait, has he figured out how to unlock it? I got a little wet. Well, he probably shouldn't be, you know. Uh, nice. You don't end up with water damage, or your tablet doesn't end up with water damage. Dang. Okay, we can so recover from this. Dang. Guys getting a little ballsy. Okay. You know what? That's fine. And you got a little too crazy up there. Nice. Oh no, I'm dying. In real life. One game. Oh no. Backed into a corner as I'm suffocating on my own saliva. Oh boy, it so hit me there. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Can we get a breather now? I don't think I've ever clenched. I don't think my butthole's ever been clenched more than this. Oof, that was a clutch bolt pop. Good job, team. Woo! I got eliminated right at the very end there. It's crazy. That's round one. I mean, 16 kills and 2 heals, 9k healing, 2 deaths, not 2 heals. Okay. It's just playing musical chairs with tanks. Wow. Only so much my healing can do. Nice. Real. That was a terrible pop. Get some life steal and discords. Nice. Good job, team. Didn't we play against Doom? How did they get to play the game? Okay, so predicted rank calculated by wins and losses. We queue up. I'll do one more game. Gotta wait. Game found. Um, sure. Give this new one a try again. Mizuki. Oh, to ban. So it's gonna be Sombra. I'm gonna ban Reaper. I'm gonna ban Junkrat. My three least favorite to go up against. Sombra, Jetpack, Cat, Vendetta, and Domina. Okay. Oh, I'm playing with Doom on this time. He was on my opposing team last game. Too bad I don't know how to say hello. I chose to ban Reaper too, but Reaper didn't get selected to be banned. Disappointing. Dang, man. I can't stand. That's why I always try to ban Reaper. I hate going up against Reaper players. Or any character that attacks from behind because I am very bad at checking my planks. Okay, we need to get up there, Orisa. Come on. I have no idea what's going on here, but get my life sucked out of me. At least we got that one. I want to really hone in on my ability to use the chain. They went running after me. Reaper, get out of here! God, I hate the Reaper. I'm a pretty kitty. Ah, jeez, man. Oh my god, man. They are just all over me. Dang, man. My butthole's getting blasted right now. Oh, wow, I got killed mid movement. That Reaper's pissing me off. Jesus, man. Dang, that was tough. I will be back. I'm going to get some water. Oh, oops. Okay, that would be why. Hold on. I set the hotkey for mute, but did not set one for unmute. There we go. Works. All right. There's a video I saw that I really wanted to show you. So I really wanted to watch. If I go here. Uh, if I can remember what it was. It was like 1,000 ants or something. Oh yeah, 1,000 ants versus natural disasters. $1,000 ants versus natural disasters. Let's see how ants fare against the real world. Oops. Audio isn't playing. Uh, there we go.
Colony up against natural disasters. Would they actually be able to stop and survive them by working together?
Well, that's exactly why I gathered up 1,000 ants. And I have the 5 coolest natural disasters planned, starting with the most iconic, an earthquake. Yup, ants, I went out and bought a realistic earthquake simulating.
Can you hear anything now? You should be able to. It goes black. Really? I see it on my end. Try refreshing. Want to be that guy. Surely that works. Surely that works. Did it work? Are you still here? Am I all alone? I'm alone. There's no one here beside me. I'm sorry, did that disturb you? Cats, right? Just play it? Okay.
Platform that if I go and press this button or whatever on top starts to shake so much, which recreates a real earthquake. Oh, dang.
But what I'll actually be putting on here is
I don't know, that doesn't seem like it would recreate a real earthquake, considering the fact that that's not bringing down the house.
this 2D ant nest and filling it up with the 1000 ants, of course. Basically, these ants will dig out tunnels along the glass like my last ant video.
Where does one get 1,000 ants? Asking for a friend.
But throughout that process, the earthquake machine will lightly go off to gently collapse the tunnels while the ants are digging. That way, I can show you how ants evolve to survive earthquakes in the wild, and if they pass, they move on to the more and more interesting disasters. Now, as you could probably imagine, the ants wasted no time to get to work. Ants are so tiny, and while a single ant would basically be able to make no progress whatsoever, when you have a 1,000 ants, things are done at an insanely rapid pace, as workers started picking up grains of sand along the glass, so each tunnel could be formed. It's so cool to see time-lapse footage of these tunnels being made because they literally dug out this entire amount of sand in only like 6 hours.
So I'm wondering what's going to happen to these tunnels when I turn on this earthquake machine.
Now, I started by turning it on the least powerful setting.
Okay, it's shaking super slowly. Now, it's my goal to make sure not a single ant is harmed in this video. I just want to show you how insanely smart they are and how they will overcome all these disasters in the wild.
But even this very light shaking was definitely felt amongst the colony. The workers along the top area immediately knew something was off, and they started frantically running around, as you can see. And when we take a look down under the nest where all the tunnels are, you could see those ants were acting similarly. Ants know during earthquakes, their tunnels have the chance to collapse, so all of them were being extremely careful. Very interestingly enough, in this room here, many of the ants were gathering up on the walls of the room to add an extra layer of support so it wouldn't collapse. But of course, when an earthquake happens in the wild, a part of the nest is bound to collapse, so it wasn't long until this happened. A bit of the sand here started to fall, completely blocking off this tunnel. I immediately turned off the machine to make sure the ants wouldn't be too stressed out while they had to commence a rescue mission. Because as you can see, while most of the ants were able to squeeze out, like this guy here, at least one ant was partially trapped in this collapsed tunnel. But amazingly, it looked as though one of the ants was already picking up some of the sand from the collapsed portion to clear it out. And yeah, literally so quickly, the ants excavated the entire collapsed tunnel, enough to where it was a perfectly functional area to walk through again. And funnily enough, some of the ants even started to walk in and slowly dig out the area where the sand had just collapsed from to make a new tunnel there.
Wow, the ants just come.
That's kind of crazy. You know, we can learn a lot from ants.
Completed this natural disaster. They are so smart. But the natural disasters are designed to get more interesting as the video goes on. So next up, we got a sandstorm. Yes, ants, you heard that right. And this will be taking place in the separate desert enclosure.
Yes, we need to have a separate tank so that way I can make this sand blow around like crazy to replicate a real sandstorm.
And along with this blow dryer, I've also got all these fans that clamp to the walls, and I can just set up to constantly blow the ants back.
For the ants to be able to pass this disaster, they're gonna have to do something like grab onto each other's bodies or something to be able to push past this intense wind. And if they can make it to this canyon, climb up it, and make it to the Terra Green Leaf Bowl, then they're gonna get a ton of seeds, which is their favorite food.
All right, let me just hook up this tubing like...
See, it's people like this are the reason why there's ant infestations, and ants just think they can do what they want.
So, and the ants should start coming. Let's go.
Yup, and this tubing is set up so once an ant enters the disaster, they can't get out. That way, we'll progressively get to see more and more teamwork as time goes on. Now, immediately, you could see these first ants just kind of thought this was a normal desert as they were walking through it, but quickly, I brought out my mini sandstorm fan, and I started to blow. Immediately, the ants started to feel the wind pressure pushing them back, and were suddenly not able to walk forward. Some even lost their grip and got pushed back a bit. And as more ants entered the desert, you could tell the sandstorm was keeping them all stuck to the left side of this enclosure.
Yo, this little mini fan is fire for replicating a sandstorm. But no, this is where it gets interesting, because now that they know a sandstorm is brewing, how are they gonna figure out how to get to these seeds? Well, let's see.
While most ants kept trying to just walk forward and getting blown back, interestingly enough, many of the ants were gathering up in this back area here.
BRB. BRB. What the heck? Where do you think you're going?
Near the sticks, and many of them were actually starting to climb onto the sticks. You see, the fan doesn't really blow ants back if they're walking on sticks, since there's just so much of a better grip on there. But yeah, the second they climb off and stand on the sand again, they'll get blown back, as you can see. But the ants were starting to learn that they needed to stay on the sticks, so many started to gather up and march towards the right side where all the seeds were located. In fact, this ant was making it dangerously close to the seeds using the stick method, and well, he was able to make it to the little rock canyon and almost was there to the seeds.
Oh my gosh, this ant climbing right now is a beast. I am blowing this fan max speed on him, and he is just stuck to this rock.
And as I let my guard down for literally 1 second, this dude made a dash for the seeds, literally running straight towards it, and well, he made it in. And he looked so happy to have gotten those seeds. He was just dancing around in there.
Yo, this ant is crazy. I didn't even have time to blow him back when he got up into this area.
Since the ants passed a disaster, I gathered them all up and put them back into the nest.
Well, one ant passed the disaster.
And I gave them the food prize, which of course they started to take down into the nest over the next 5 minutes.
But ants, I'm not gonna lie, this natural disaster was kind of easy to pass. But if we really want to learn about how ants survive, well, we gotta go to our third natural disaster, a flood.
Yup, and as you
This
can
one
see,
I'm really
I built
interested
another
in.
custom tank where the flood is
The way ants traverse across water is insane.
going to be getting simulated. I know there's no water yet, but you'll see how quickly that changes. For now, all you gotta know is if the ants make it all the way to this leaf ball, they'll once again get rewarded with tons more seeds.
These ants have
You drop like 10 seeds in there and call it tons more seeds.
no idea what's about to hit them. Let's connect this tubing so these guys can start walking in.
Quickly, the ants started to make their way in. But before the ants had any time at all to take in their surroundings, I had to activate the flood.
So to make the flood happen, I gotta go down here to this little bucket, plug it in, and then out the end of this tube. Oh yeah, water. Oh shoot, water's coming out. Okay, I just gotta carefully.
That's how a hose works.
Move that over there. Oh, okay. There we go.
Similar to real life, floods will block off paths for ants while they're trying to travel, so this is exactly what that recreates. And the ants are gonna have to find a way to pass these gaps using the objects I've provided for them. As you can tell, the ants in here immediately were a little confused on what to do. Many were gathering up near the water edge, inspecting what the heck just happened. Some even fell into the water, but don't worry, any ant that falls in, I'll be rescuing and bringing back to the start so no ants get hurt. But also, many of the ants were
falls right
actually
back in.
started gathering around the objects I had placed in. And as I left my camera recording, I was extremely amazed by what I saw happen. Out of nowhere, this feather started to slightly move, and as I kept watching, it slowly started nudging around more and more. There must have been an ant underneath, and this ant was genuinely moving the feather closer and closer to the water until literally like magic, it was moved almost entirely in, and an ant crawled out right from underneath as soon as that happened. Dang, this guy must have been helping move it.
Yo, these ants are absolutely insane. I don't know what ant just moved this feather into the water, but dang, I mean, let's just see what they do.
And it took a couple minutes, but eventually a couple more of the workers started to step onto the feather and started to walk across it to, of course, make it to our second platform. Now,
See, that's not what I thought they were gonna do. Like, if you've ever seen the movie Ants, I pictured just a bridge of ants. Just making their own bridge. They're walking across each other.
Unfortunately, the ants got to do the same exact thing here. Sorry guys, I know you already did it once. But to my surprise, the ants literally wasted no time to start gathering around these feathers and directly in the area under them. And while it took a couple hours, eventually my camera caught this same exact thing happening. The feather slowly inched towards the water until, well, it had made a bridge across almost.
Let's go ants. Now I did help them a little bit by just moving the feather up onto this platform, but for the most part, they actually were moving those.
And yep, it didn't take long till our first worker stepped onto the final platform and climbed up into the leaf dish to claim their seeds.
All right, well done, little ant, and here is your guys' reward. Well, guys, if you want even better food, you're gonna have to complete this next natural disaster, which is a blizzard. And guys, this is gonna be happening in your nest. Be prepared.
Yup, this blizzard will be taking place inside of the ant nest, so we could study how ants handle the cold in the wild.
Now, obviously, I can't just go and dump a ton of snow on them. That would totally just freeze them all. Instead, I've actually got some ice cubes, which I'm gonna go and just plop on this which, as you can see, this makes a nice little makeshift snow that on my laser thermometer is approximately -Celsius degrees.
I started
He just carries around a laser thermometer where he goes. Was he Bob the Builder?
by sprinkling a super tiny amount of this ice on the ant nest to see how they'd initially react. And interestingly, well, not even a single ant cared at all. Yeah, this ice just melted completely into the sand. Since the ants weren't affected by that, I decided to up the amount of ice I put in, which should give us a reaction to how ants handle the cold in the wild. And this time, the ants were actually a bit more interested in the ice, with some of them even crawling on top of them. But the most fascinating thing I had noticed was how much the ants had started to slow down their movement since the start.
Thankfully, all the ants are doing just fine still, but if you look very closely, these ants, for the most part, have slowed down so much. I mean, look at how slowly some of them are moving.
Yup, this is one of ants' special abilities. Because in the winter, when it starts to snow and the temperature drops drastically, the ants are basically biologically built to start moving slower. That way, they can conserve as much energy as possible and go hide deeper underground.
So yeah, in the wild, they would dig even deeper and all the ants would relocate to under the nest. I don't want to put any ants at risk, so I'm going to very carefully take out all the pieces of ice so this place will warm back up to the proper temperature.
And once the tank was warmed back up, I'd say the ants are now ready for their final natural disaster, which this time is a zombie apocalypse.
And I'm not going to lie, this is probably going to be the most interesting to watch because I've got 3 different types of insects that, in a way, is going to represent a zombie apocalypse.
Now, our first insect prey is, well,
There's still scorpions in there.
zombie grasshoppers. Yes, these are grasshoppers that Petco sells that are literally like half decomposing and meant for feeding animals. And I'll be bringing them back to life and moving it in front of the ants to see what they do.
And to make the ants swarm this even more...
Oh. They're using dead insects, and you think the ants are gonna fall for that? They're gonna see the little tweezers holding the insect up, and they're smarter than that. They're not gonna fall for that.
I'm gonna dip some of it in this brown sugar water, and yeah, this is gonna make it super tasty. Without further ado, let's get this in here.
Now, immediately
They're usually super tasty.
after dipping this in the nest, I started to do a really good, accurate job of moving this around to act like it was alive. And I think the ants were falling for it because you can see they quickly started to climb all over it. And if you also look closely, the ants were actually grabbing onto this thing with their insanely strong mandibles, and they were injecting their venomous stingers into it. Which is kind of unnecessary. This thing is already long gone, but I guess I'm just doing such a good job moving it around that they think it's actually a real zombie grasshopper.
Okay, you guys are doing a good job attacking this. I'm just gonna leave that in there for you while I get this second insect ready.
And yeah, they start to absolutely devour this grasshopper. But anyways, our second insect
crazy.
food is this. They're called wax worms, and they're a staple food for ants because of how squishy they are.
But yeah, they just look so weird. So that's why I'm putting
Ew. How come the grasshoppers have been real?
them in the zombie apocalypse section of the video. Let's go ahead and add these guys in.
I decided to put this first wax worm on top of where all the ants were still located around that grasshopper. And well, the ants almost instantly recognized the prey, and amazingly, they knew exactly what to do. And they took this dude straight down into the tunnel system where it wouldn't even
insane.
have a chance to fight back.
That dude got kidnapped. You're just... Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was like 3 seconds. And now this worm is literally nowhere to be seen. It's probably in the tunnel system. Dang, that's actually kind of impressive, Ants.
So I dropped the other 2 wax worms inside, and once again, one of them instantly got pulled down into the
Come
tunnel
on here,
system to get
come
eaten,
with
and
us.
this one
We
started
got
to get
candy in the
swarmed. After
tunnel.
the ants had a good grasp of it, they literally brought it over to these hills in the back, which eventually the worm was then brought down one of the holes on that hill. It's so cool, because if you guys didn't even realize, the ants have turned these hills at the back into an extra place for more tunnels on the back, and we can literally see the worm down under these tunnels as the ants get their protein from eating it.
Wow, amazing job, Ants. But our final zombie apocalypse food is flightless fruit flies. But I'm gonna be dumping so many on the ants, so it's like a proper zombie apocalypse movie with how many zombies there are, even though, yeah, these aren't zombies.
Yeah, these are flightless fruit flies, and if you didn't already know what they are, well, they're flies that can't fly. It's always so funny to me to say this in videos, because seriously, like, how are you a fly that can't fly? Come on, bro.
Okay, anyways, I got about 100 of these flies. As you can see. So let's dump this zombie apocalypse on these ants. Oh yeah.
Now, as you can probably imagine, dumping this much prey on the ants activates their predator instincts a lot. Because instantly, so many of the ants started to become way more frantic. They started to run around like crazy to try and catch these little flies. Now, I mean, it's pretty obvious the ants aren't going to struggle with eating these flies because they're literally so much smaller. And quickly, I started to notice lots of the ants with these little flies in their mandibles. Yeah, I bet these are tasty.
You're just carrying him around like a cat carrying around its little baby kitty.
Well, ants, you've literally survived floods, earthquakes, and so much more. So I'm gonna move these guys back to their proper nest where it has all the right stuff. But quickly, I have amazing news for those of you who love the channel. The Terra Green plushies are back in stock, baby. Yeah, we released these a few months ago, but they literally sold out within the first month. So many of you guys weren't able to get it and were commenting, asking me to restock. So yeah, we did. I don't know how long these supplies will last though, so if you want to get them, I'd recommend getting them soon. Yeah, seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a cool ant video, and yeah.
No. Ants are something. Let's see if I can find what it was. The top fives. It was top fives. View the playlist. Things we got here. I like watching these. "15 most luxurious dog houses."
Let's face it, many people spend way too much money on their pets. But these people took things to a whole
Let's go ahead and laugh at the fact that these dogs are gonna have better houses than we do.
new level. Here are the top 15 most luxurious dog houses. Number 15, Spanish Palacio Doghouse. The Spanish Palacio Doghouse is one of the most lavish dog houses in the world and ensures that your canine will live in far better conditions than most people are able to. Created by the bespoke architectural firm Hecate Verona, it takes inspiration from the Mediterranean-style homes in California and Florida and applied the design principles to a structure fit for a pooch. It takes more than 2,694 man-hours to create each one, which is made up of 3,708 individual pieces. There are multiple windows so the dog can see what's happening outside, a separate bedroom for privacy, and a lounge for playing in.
Why does a dog need privacy?
And while there's a private entrance for the dog, the side opens up for human access too. The entire structure is just over 10 feet wide and 7 feet long, and with a cost upwards of $40,000, it's undoubtedly one of the most luxurious abodes a dog could ever ask for. Number 14. The modern home.
That's kind of cute. I can dig that.
This modern doghouse design was amazingly built by the family themselves. As proof, you don't need to go to an expensive company to create the doggy home of your dreams. They learned how to use basic planning software on their computer and drew up the ideas themselves, and then got to work. The finished home has its own heating and insulation, and even has a photosensitive porch light so their dogs can always see what's around if it ventures out at night. The town where they live experiences a wide range of weather throughout the year, and
Oh, look at the good puppy. And this one was not welcomed in.
according to the owners, the doghouse has remained a comfortable temperature at all times, even when the yard is covered with a thick blanket of snow. Number 13. The Bank Vault Doghouse.
What the heck? Who's giving their dog this?
If you own a dog, you likely consider them an integral part of the family, and you do anything to protect them. In most cases, more so than any of your most valuable belongings. It seems fitting then that this doghouse design is made to look just like a bank vault, and it's made with a similar level of security. Rather than being constructed from wood and painted to look like this, the Bank Vault doghouse is made from metal that includes hundreds of small pieces that are hand-machined. Dogs come in different sizes, and the manufacturer will measure your pooch to ensure the house is a perfect fit for them, meaning that each one is custom-built. At a starting price of $45,000,
Oh, only $45,000. It's cheap. It's pocket change.
however, you might well need to break into a bank vault if you ever plan on buying one for yourself.
True.
Number 12. The Frank Lloyd Wright House. Frank Lloyd Wright was one of America's most famous architects and was responsible for designing more than 1,000 buildings, of which 532 were completed in line with his vision. He was, for example, the visionary behind the Falling Water Building in Mill Run, the Guggenheim Museum in New York, and the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo. But one of his lesser-known works was a doghouse. He was commissioned to design it in 1952 for a young boy from
Not gonna lie, that's a pretty ugly house. A pretty ugly doghouse.
San Anselmo,
Looks like an upside down cheesecake.
California, and it would take his father the next 20 years to finish building the design based on the drawings that Wright sent. The triangular structure may not be the most elegant or wondrous doghouse in the world, but the pedigree of the architect who designed it certainly makes it one of the most unique and exclusive. Number 11. The Victorian Doghouse.
That
Number 11.
like this looks like just like a zoomed out version of a regular house. Got the white picket fence. You got the plants, the mailbox.
The Victorian Doghouse. In 2010, after one of her dogs was almost taken away by an owl, an owner from Winchester in LA decided to go all out with the design of a new doghouse. She enlisted the help of a specialist kennel constructor and created a bespoke one-of-a-kind doghouse that's the envy of every other pooch in the neighborhood. The Victorian-inspired doghouse features paneled wood flooring, vaulted ceilings, central heating and air conditioning, handmade curtains, designer wallpaper, and even their very own radio. The structure is 11 feet tall, which provides plenty of room for the family's 3 dogs, and even
11 feet tall structure. So that's like 6 feet taller than I am. That's more than double my height.
has a white picket fence surrounding it. In total, it cost $20,000, but it was all money well spent.
Why does this house cost less than the bank vault house? Like, this house is probably nicer, honestly.
The family loved it so much that when they moved houses, they even hired a 45-ton crane to ensure they could take their dogs home with them.
A 45-ton
Number
crane.
10. Gunther 4. Every year, various publications report on who the wealthiest people in the world are, but it would arguably be more interesting to learn who the richest pets are. Top of the list is undoubtedly Gunther 4, who inherited a vast fortune from his father, Gunther 3. He had himself inherited $106 million from the estate of his owner when she died.
Run that by me one more time.
Gunther IV, who inherited a vast fortune from his father,
Mhm.
Gunther III. He had himself inherited $106 million from the estate of his owner when she died.
$106 million that this dog was like inherited.
Thanks to the savvy investments of the custodians of the estate, Gunther IV now sits upon a fortune estimated to be in excess of $400 million.
What is this dog? This dog is richer than like probably 90% of the population.
But what would a dog do with all of this money? Apart from living an incredibly lavish lifestyle that all of us would be envious of, Gunther IV is the owner of the most expensive doghouse in the world. In fact, it isn't actually a house that was designed for use by a dog, but one for humans. And located in Miami, was purchased for $7.5 million in 2000.
Are you kidding me? $7.5 million for a house for a dog?
From none other than Madonna herself, and currently lives in what was her master's bedroom. This isn't the only property that...
So it was Madonna's house too? Madonna. Got a blind cat. You interested?
Gunther IV owns either. He also has a pad in the Bahamas, Germany, and Italy, making this the luckiest pooch in the world, even though he may not realize it himself. Number 9. The Rockstar Doghouse. The Rockstar Doghouse is a custom building designed to be the perfect size for any breed of dog, and is based on classic American architecture. Made with a cut limestone exterior, it has laser-etched slate roof, custom hand-sculpted fittings, wax statues of your dog, a wrought iron railing, and window frames made from solid walnut. If that's not lavish enough, it also includes wooden floors, LED strip lighting, video conferencing so owners can always be in contact, and custom-designed wallpaper. As you might expect, a home like this doesn't come cheap, with prices starting from $50,000. But if you have the cash and you want to house your best friend in luxury it deserves, then you surely can't do any better.
I wonder how many people would actually spend that much money on their dog. Don't forget, dogs only live like 10 years to 15 years of age. You're spending $50,000 for a house for a dog that will live for like a quarter of your life.
We are constantly adding more people to the Top 5's production team to bring you all the best content. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on and hit the like button. Number 8. The Hacienda. Rachel Hunter made her name as an international model, and now she has time to sit back and enjoy herself in her Hollywood home. She also made sure that her pet pooch is housed in equally as luxurious surroundings. She enlisted a custom doghouse design company to create the Hacienda, a Mexican-inspired structure that's completely custom-made. From the terracotta flooring, a Mexican-inspired...
This looks like, if you've ever seen Beverly Hills Chihuahuas, this looks like the main house that the owner was living in.
Structure that's completely custom-made, from the terracotta flooring to the red clay tiled roof and the turrets that each contain a tiled lounge space that keeps cool through the summer. The home has running water so the dog never gets thirsty, automatic lighting, and its own AC unit,
the price of a car,
which for a cost of $30,000 seems like a bargain. Since the home's installation, the dog has been much happier and more chilled, and the company behind its design now also offers similar structures to other clients, as long as they can stump up enough cash. Number 7. Colonial Villa Grand Doghouse. The Colonial Villa Grand Doghouse is another structure that's a marvel of engineering, and is the result of more than 2,316 man-hours to manufacture and assemble the 3,052 pieces required to build it. Taking inspiration from colonial American architecture, the doghouse is almost 12 feet wide and 9 feet long, and is separated into a spacious lounge and sleeping quarters. 2 different sizes are available depending on the needs of your dog, and the company behind it have incorporated virtually everything you would expect from a human house into it. The lighting, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning can all be controlled from a smartphone, and the house has a series of cameras and screens that allow owners to watch and communicate with their pets whenever they want. Stairs lead up to the balcony on the first floor so your pooch can look out across its kingdom, and you'll surely agree that a majestic structure like this would fit in with just about any of the lavish properties a millionaire would live in. There is one drawback with a doghouse like this though, and that's the price. With so many custom fittings, it's thought to cost well in excess of $50,000, but the manufacturers will only give precise quotes to those seriously looking to buy one.
Like, you have to just have money lying around, right? Like, you have to be wiping your butt with $20 bills on a daily to be able to just be like, yeah, you know what? I mean, $50,000 for a doghouse. That's chump change.
It's definitely one of those situations where if you have to ask how much it is, then the chances are you probably can't afford it. Number 6, the Taj Mahal. Sometimes getting a doghouse can be an excuse to install a replica of your favorite world monument in your backyard too. And if you're obsessed with the architecture and majesty of the Taj Mahal, then you're in luck. Because there's a company that makes a luxurious doghouse that looks just like the famous Indian mausoleum. Built using foam and stucco, the house can be customized to suit any size dog, and the materials can also be replaced that make something more sturdy if you require. Other optional extras include automatic lighting, water features, and built-in communication panels, and can be designed for either indoor or outdoor use. While the original marble structure took more than 20 years to complete.
Kitty, would you want me to pay $50,000 for you to have a big house? No, because you're low maintenance. You don't care. You go to the bathroom outside. It's right. You do what you want. You don't need a lavish house.
At a cost of almost $1 billion in today's money. The doggy version can be built within a matter of weeks and at a fraction of the cost. Still, with starting prices quoted at being $30,000, this isn't exactly for everyone. Number 5, the reflective mirror house. Have you ever looked out into your backyard and wished that you couldn't see your doghouse? Sure, it's important that it's there so your puppy has a comfortable place to sleep outside, but it can be such a blight on the overall aesthetic of your property. Well, luckily there's a luxury doghouse that's been designed to deal with this problem, called a reflective mirror house. As the name would suggest, the external walls of the structure are completely covered in mirrors, which reflect the landscape around it, and almost make it seem like you're looking straight through it. Even though you can make out the cubic structure, the colors of the nearby trees, the ground, and the sky are reflected, and it feels like it fits in with everything else. Don't let this focus on subtlety make you think comfort has taken a back foot though, because any dog will feel at home there. It has wood paneling across the walls, a bluestone floor, and a bifolding glass door that can open out and give a panoramic view of the outside. Various extras are available on top of the $20,000.
Ooh, only $20,000. This one's kind of cheap. Honestly.
Our asking price, such as variable indoor lighting, interactive cameras and displays, and even underfloor heating to allow your pooch to dry its paws in no time. Number 4, Kylie Jenner's doghouse.
Oh God. Kylie Jenner has her own doghouse.
Kylie Jenner is one of the most influential people in the world, and as a result of her fame has been able to generate a huge fortune. When you're as wealthy as she is, you're able to splash out on all those that you care for. And in her case, she wanted to go all out to take care of one of her dogs. In 2008, she shared the plans with her followers, and for most people, they looked better than their own homes. At first, when she was showing it, people thought it was a new pool house, but they were stunned when they found out it was for her dogs. With a white fence surrounding it, the home follows the design of her own mansion, and was fitted with air conditioning and heating to ensure her miniature greyhounds are always kept in comfortable conditions. Further details about what's inside the home aren't known, but based on what's available in other doghouses and knowing her flair for design, it almost certainly includes lavish decorations, ways for her to interact with the dogs when they are inside, and custom-made fittings. Number 3, a home fit for a Great Dane.
Dogs don't need this much. These people would be surprised how happy their dog would be in the owner's house, sleeping on their bed with them.
How much do you think is too much to spend on a doghouse? even if you had more money you know what to do with. In 2008, a surgeon who lives at the exclusive 550-acre low.
I think the most I would ever spend on a doghouse. 150. I don't think I'm going more than 150 on a doghouse. 200 maybe, tops.
Mill estate in the Cotswolds, England, commissioned and built what is thought to be the most expensive purpose-made doghouse in the world. Designed to accommodate her two Great Danes, the extraordinary...
All right. So this is the doghouse, right? The kennel, 2 bedrooms and a day lounge. So I don't know why a dog needs 2 bedrooms. Automated doors and water dispenser, self-cleaning, eating and drinking. I mean, that's kind of cool. The self-eating bowls and drinking bowls, kind of cool. A 52-inch plasma TV playing the Dog Whisperer. Dogs don't need that big of a TV. Webcams allow monitoring from internet or television in the house. Controlled access to the main house. Outdoor sheltered area with CCTV. Okay. Day beds are lined with sheepskin and are temperature controlled, elevated to allow dogs to guard and survey the area. Don't need all that. Outdoor adventure play area with climbing ramp. Retina scan entry for dogs? Why? Why do they? It's not a thing that needs to be made. Temperature controlled dog spa with gentle slope and purification system.
Every building had 2 bedrooms and a lounge area, within which were temperature-controlled day beds lined with sheepskin, automated food and drink dispensers, self-cleaning food and water bowls, CCTV throughout, and a tunnel that gives access to the main house. What really sets this doghouse above the rest, however, is the technology that it contains. There's a 52-inch plasma television that plays dog-friendly movies, a temperature-controlled dog spa, monitors throughout to allow communication with their owners and each other, a $200,000 sound system, and perhaps most surprising of all,
a $200,000 sound system. These dogs do not need this much stuff. They don't need it. They don't need a $200,000 sound system. It's crazy what owners would give for the dogs.
Retina scanners that ensured only authorized dogs could enter. The exterior was made from materials like zinc, glass, and limestone, and it was designed to fit in with the wider aesthetic of the estate. If you like the sound of this canine cabin, then you had better start saving, because the full installation apparently cost well in excess of $350,000.
$350,000 for this doghouse. And $200,000 of that is just for the sound system.
Number 2. Roman Imperial Mansion Doghouse. The Romans were well ahead of their time and developed building techniques that still influence designs to this day. There's nothing quite like the look and feel of the villas they used to build throughout Europe, though, and it's a shame that modern homes don't usually look like them anymore. If you've got plenty of space in your backyard and always wanted your own piece of Roman architecture, however, then you might be interested to see the Roman Imperial Mansion Doghouse. This incredible structure features the pillars, straight edges, and motifs that you associate with Roman design, and would fit in with any surrounding. It's made up of 1,492 individually crafted parts, which represent at least 863 man-hours of work, with everything custom designed to fit your exact specification. It's fitted with numerous windows so your dog can always see what's happening outside, a separated sleeping area and lounge, and an attic that contains all of the electronics that control the lighting, the automatic water and food dispensers, the communication panels to keep in contact with the owner, and the automatic doors that open upon...
What is everyone's obsession with needing a communication network for the dog? Like, just spend time with the pup. You don't need all that.
On arrival. When fully built, this amazing structure is 7.2 feet wide and 9.2 feet long, and also includes air conditioning, heating, and ventilation to ensure your pooch is always kept at its ideal temperature. The Roman Imperial Mansion Doghouse is one of the most luxurious homes you could ever get for a dog. But with prices starting in the tens of thousands of dollars, there aren't many people in the world who could actually be able to afford one.
Well, there are many people that can afford one, but there are lots of people that can probably afford one. but no one's going to want to spend their money on it.
1. Paris Hilton's mansion. Paris Hilton's known for the way she splashes her cash, and also for how much she loves her pet dogs, which is the perfect recipe for creating one of the most extravagant doghouses anywhere in the world. In 2009, she reportedly spent $325,000 building a home for her dogs in the backyard of her LA mansion, and it's just as ridiculous as you'd expect. The 2-story Spanish-style villa has an interior floor space of 300 square feet. It has its own balcony, the walls are painted in Paris pink, it's fully air-conditioned, and the furniture is all custom-made by Philip Stark. The building was decorated by Faye Resnick and has its own spiral staircase and even its own fully functioning chandelier. The ceilings are actually tall enough that humans can enter without the need to crouch, and Paris reportedly has a chef prepare all of the meals that are delivered to them in.
They get a personal chef? That's crazy.
The home 3 times a day. It's an astonishing amount of money, time, and effort to spend on a doghouse. But as anyone who owns a dog will know, if you have the means and the ability, you'll do virtually anything you can to give them the most comfortable and enjoyable life possible. Subscribe to Top 5s for.
It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, well. Well. This is probably where I'm going to cut it for today. Didn't stream as long as I want to, but I had to do some stuff, so, you know, and then work and everything, but I will be back on tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. And I bid you all adieu. Have a good one.